There's an old and powerful parable, told across generations, about a wise elder teaching his grandson about life. He says, "A great fight is going on inside me. It is a terrible fight between two wolves. One is evil. He is anger, envy, sorrow, regret, greed, arrogance, self-pity, guilt, resentment, inferiority, lies, false pride, and ego." He continues, "The other is good. He is joy, peace, love, hope, serenity, humility, kindness, benevolence, empathy, generosity, truth, compassion, and faith." The same fight is going on inside you and inside every other person too. The grandson thinks about it for a minute and then asks his grandfather, "Which wolf will win?" The old man simply replies, "The one you feed." This ancient story is not just a myth. It is the most accurate and powerful psychological map for the internal war that every single man fights every single day. Within you, at this very moment, these two wolves are locked in a mortal struggle for the territory of your soul. One is the wolf of chaos. The other is the wolf of order. And the quality of your life, the strength of your character, the health of your relationships, and your very peace of mind will be determined by the simple, brutal truth of that parable. The wolf that wins will be the one you feed. The modern world is a battlefield designed to nourish your wolf of chaos. The endless scroll of social media feeds it a diet of envy and inadequacy. The 24-hour news cycle feeds it a feast of outrage and fear. Modern dating often feeds a buffet of validation-seeking and anxious attachment. We are living in a golden age for the wolf of chaos, and as a result, we are seeing a generation of men who are consumed by it. Men who are reactive, anxious, resentful, and who feel profound lack of control over their own inner world. But Stoicism offers us the ancient art of animal husbandry for the soul. It is not about killing the wolf of chaos, for its energy, its passion, and its fire are a necessary part of a man's spirit. It is about learning to tame it, to discipline it, and to consciously and deliberately choose to feed the wolf of order so that it becomes a dominant alpha spirit within you. Today we go to war. We will dissect the nature of these two great beasts. We will identify the poisonous foods that are making your wolf of chaos strong, and we will reveal the powerful, nourishing meals that you must begin feeding your wolf of order. This is the ultimate guide to winning the only battle that has ever mattered. Before you can train an animal, you must first understand its nature. Let's conduct a thorough analysis of the beast that is causing so much destruction in men's lives. The wolf of chaos. What is its nature? This wolf is the embodiment of your untamed ego, your reactive impulses, and your deepest insecurities. It is the part of you that is fundamentally driven by fear. Fear of not being enough, fear of being rejected, fear of loss, fear of discomfort. Its entire existence is a reaction to this fear. You can recognize this wolf by its voice. The wolf of chaos speaks in a language of emotional hyperbole and cognitive distortions. It is the voice in your head that whispers, "She didn't text back. She's definitely losing interest and my life is over." It speaks in absolutes. "I always mess this up," or "She never respects me." It is the voice of your inner critic, your self-pity, and your irrational rage. It is the narrator of your suffering. To gain control, you must understand what you are feeding it. This wolf has 3 favorite meals. Its first and most addictive food is external validation. Every like on a photo, every compliment, every sign of approval from a woman is a juicy piece of meat that makes it stronger. The man who lives for validation is actively raising a monster. When he receives that validation, the wolf is temporarily satisfied, purring in his chest. But the hunger always returns more ferocious than before. And when the validation is withdrawn, the wolf becomes starved, vicious, and desperate. It will lash out in anger or whimper in neediness, demanding to be fed. Its second favorite food is the dark nourishment of negative rumination. The wolf of chaos loves when you chew on the bones of past resentments. It loves when you replay old arguments in your mind. It loves when you marinate in feelings of jealousy, envy, or self-pity. Each moment you spend ruminating on a negative emotion is a moment you are feeding this beast. You are literally strengthening the neural pathways of your own misery. The man who constantly complains about his life is not just venting. He is actively training his wolf of chaos to be the apex predator of his own mind. Its third and most subtle food is comfort and distraction. The wolf of chaos thrives in the absence of challenge. It loves when you choose the easy path, the mindless scroll, the bottle, or the binge watch. Why? Because in moments of comfort and distraction, the other wolf, the wolf of order, is asleep. A weak opponent is the chaotic wolf's greatest ally. By consistently choosing comfort over difficulty, you're not just avoiding a challenge. You are actively choosing to malnourish and weaken the only part of you that can keep the beast in check. In a relationship, a man dominated by his wolf of chaos is a source of destruction. He is the jealous partner who snoops through a phone. He is the man who explodes with rage over a minor issue. He is the anxious people pleaser whose need for reassurance suffocates his partner. He is a man at war with himself, and he inevitably turns his relationship into a battlefield. Recognizing this wolf's voice, understanding its diet, this is the first, most courageous step to taking away its power. It requires a level of self-awareness that is rare. If you are hearing these descriptions and seeing a reflection of your own struggles, then you are on the cusp of profound transformation. If you are ready to stop being a passive spectator in your own inner war and start consciously choosing which wolf gets fed, then make your first choice now. Subscribe to this channel. Join a pack of men who are learning to starve the beast of chaos and nourish the spirit of order. Commit to the discipline now, and let's prepare the first meal for your true alpha. Now, let us turn our attention to the noble beast we intend to make the master of our soul, the wolf of order. What is its nature? This wolf is the embodiment of your higher self. It is your reason, your discipline, your courage, and your character. It is the Stoic sage within. This wolf is not nice in the weak, passive sense. It is a formidable and powerful creature, but its power is controlled, directed, and purposeful. It is the integrated man, the one who possesses control, ferocity of the lion, and the gentle wisdom of the shepherd. Its dominant state is not anxious reactivity, but profound and powerful calm. This wolf speaks in a different language. Its voice is not the loud, emotional scream of the ego. It is the quiet, calm, and rational voice of your reason, the logos. It does not speak in panic certainties, but in thoughtful questions. What is the wise and virtuous action here? Is this within my control? What is this situation trying to teach me? It is the voice of your own highest consciousness. And most importantly, this wolf is nourished by a completely different diet. If you want to win the fight, you must learn to feed it well. Its first and most essential meal, its daily sustenance, is purposeful action. While the wolf of chaos feasts on distraction, the wolf of order thrives on mission-driven focus. The primary, staple food for your higher self is your unwavering commitment to your mission. This is the great hunt of your life. Every single day that you wake up and dedicate your best energy to your purpose, to building your business, to honing your craft, to training your body, you are providing a powerful, protein-rich meal for your wolf of order. This is the most effective way to starve the other beast. When you are deeply engaged in your purpose, the need for external validation begins to wither away. You are generating your own self-esteem through the act of your own competence. You are creating your own meaning. The approval of others becomes a pleasant dessert, but you are no longer starving for it as your main course. Your focus on your mission also starves the wolf of chaos of its second favorite food, negative rumination. A man who is busy building his empire simply does not have time to sit around chewing on the bones of yesterday's resentments. He is too focused on the hunt that lies before him. This is why a man without a purpose is a man who will inevitably be devoured by his own inner chaos. His wolf of order has no food, no hunt, no reason to be strong. It becomes weak and emaciated, while the wolf of chaos gorges itself on his aimlessness. Your discipline, your daily habits, are the act of hunting for and preparing this sacred meal. Your morning routine is the act of sharpening your spear. Your workout is the act of strengthening your limbs for the hunt. Your period of deep work is the hunt itself. You must see your daily disciplines not as chores, but as a sacred act of feeding the spirit that will one day rule your entire kingdom. You now know the nature of the two wolves that fight within you. You know what nourishes the beast of chaos, and you know the first and most essential food you must provide to the wolf of order, the daily, life-sustaining hunt of your purpose. This alone will begin to shift the balance of power inside of you. But a strong wolf is not enough. It must also be a wise wolf. A beast that is merely strong can still be baited into foolish traps set by manipulators in the chaos of the world. In the continuation of this guide, we will uncover the sacred foods of the Stoics, the mental and philosophical nourishment that transforms your wolf from a mere alpha into a wise and unbeatable spirit. We will learn how to feed it the very thoughts that make it immune to the poisons of others. We have established the battleground of your soul. We have identified the two great wolves locked in a timeless struggle: the ferocious, insecure wolf of chaos and the calm, powerful wolf of order. You now understand that the chaotic beast has been growing strong on a diet of external validation, negative rumination, and the empty calories of comfort and distraction. You have also learned the first and most fundamental law of winning this inner war. You must begin to consciously feed your wolf of order with the life-sustaining nourishment of purposeful action. Your mission is its daily hunt, the primary meal that will build its strength and begin to starve its rival. But a strong wolf is not enough to win the war. A beast that possesses only brute strength without wisdom can still be baited into foolish traps. It can be poisoned by the manipulations of others or weakened by its own untamed reactions to the hardships of life. To ensure your wolf of order becomes the undisputed and unbeatable master of your inner world, you must feed it not only the food of action, but the sacred philosophical nourishment that builds its mind and spirit. This brings us to the sacred foods of the Stoics, the mental diet that transforms your wolf from a mere alpha into a wise and unconquerable spirit, immune to the poisons of the world. The first sacred food you must provide is the salt of acceptance. In the ancient world, salt was a preservative and a purifier. For your wolf of order, the salt that will preserve its peace and purify its spirit is the Stoic practice of a more fatty, the love of one's fate. The wolf of chaos loves to feed on the bitter poison of resentment. It gorges itself on the thoughts of what if and if only. It chews endlessly on the bones of past mistakes and injustices, growing stronger and more bitter with every bite. This is the source of all long-term suffering. The wolf of order, when fed the salt of acceptance, refuses to eat this poison. It learns to digest reality as it is. It understands that the past is unchangeable, a landscape of solid rock. To rage against it is a fool's errand. Instead of fighting what has already happened, it consumes the experience, the failure, the setback, the heartbreak, and extracts the only nutrient available, the lesson and the strength gained from the survival. It does not have to like the taste of the bitter meal, but it consumes it, digests it, and converts it into muscle for the journey ahead. A wolf that has learned to digest any reality, no matter how harsh, cannot be poisoned by regret. The second sacred food you must learn to provide is the iron of dispassionate observation. Your wolf needs a strong constitution, an immunity to the emotional diseases of others. Iron strengthens the blood. This practice strengthens the mind. The wolf of chaos is easily infected by the emotional states of others. It is baited by their anger. It is weakened by their anxiety. It is hooked by their manipulative guilt-tripping. It sees an emotional display and immediately swallows it whole, allowing the poison to enter its system. The wolf of order, however, is fed a daily diet of stoic mindfulness and the dichotomy of control. It develops an ironclad immune system. When it encounters a display of external emotion, a person's anger, a partner's anxiety, it does not immediately consume it. It first observes it with the cool detachment of a master hunter studying its prey. It identifies the emotion as an external event. It sees anger as present in the room, not I am being attacked. It sees anxiety as being projected onto me, not I must become anxious too. It consumes the objective data of the situation without swallowing the poison of emotional reactivity. It takes in the information, but its ironclad reason filters out the toxins. This is how the wolf becomes immune to the bait of manipulators. The narcissist's greatest weapon is your emotional reaction. When you refuse to provide that reaction, when your wolf of order simply observes their behavior with a calm and analytical eye, their power dissolves. They are trying to poison a creature that has already developed a perfect antidote. With your wolf of order now fed a steady diet of purposeful action, the salt of acceptance and the iron of dispassionate observation, it has become the undisputed alpha of your inner world. So how does this well-fed, wise, and powerful wolf navigate the world? especially the complex pack dynamics of a relationship. In a moment of conflict, the wolf of chaos sees only a fight for dominance. It must roar the loudest. It must bite the hardest. It must win at all costs to protect its fragile ego. But the well-fed wolf of order sees a conflict not as a fight, but as a problem for the pack that must be solved. It does not need to prove its strength with loud aggression. Its calm, grounded presence is its strength. It uses its power not to dominate its partner, but to protect the integrity and peace of the relationship itself. It is the true alpha, the one who brings order, not more chaos. When tested by a woman's unpredictable behavior, the wolf of chaos panics. It sees the test as a life or death threat to its validation supply and reacts with either anxious submission or aggressive anger. The wolf of order sees the test with its dispassionate iron gaze. It recognizes the subcommunication. It understands the question being asked beneath the surface, but it is not rattled. Its response is calm, grounded, and often playful, because the test itself is not powerful enough to disturb its inner state. It passes the test by demonstrating, through its own tranquility, that it is the stable center of its own universe. And when faced with a narcissist or a manipulator, the difference is life and death. The wolf of chaos is a perfect prey. Its desperate hunger for validation and its tendency to feast on drama is exactly the supply the narcissist needs to survive. But the wolf of order starves the narcissist. It refuses to provide the emotional reactions the manipulator craves. Its diet of self-generated virtue and objective observation makes it immune to their games. It will not eat the poison meat they offer. Instead, it simply and silently turns and walks away, conserving its energy for a worthy hunt. The great war within you is real, but it is entirely winnable. It is a victory that is achieved not in a single, glorious battle, but in the quiet, humble, and relentless discipline of your daily choices. It is won in the courage of 1,000 small decisions. The choice to go to the gym instead of sleeping in. The choice to face a difficult truth instead of hiding in a comfortable lie. The choice to observe your anger instead of becoming it. Each of these is an act of feeding. The final victory is not the death of the wolf of chaos. It is its final submission to a new alpha. The wolf of order becomes the undisputed master. And the wolf of chaos, now disciplined and subordinate, is not destroyed. Its fire, its passion, and its aggression are transformed. They are no longer the masters of your fate, but powerful tools in the service of the wise and virtuous king who now rules your soul. The two wolves stop fighting each other, and for the first time, you become a whole, integrated, and truly powerful man. The question of the ancient parable echoes now in your own heart. These two wolves are fighting within you. Which one will win? The answer is, and always will be, the one you choose to feed. So, what is one action you will take, starting today, to consciously feed your wolf of order? Will it be an act of discipline, of courage, or of acceptance? Declare your intention in the comments below. Your written word is a powerful first meal. And if you are committed to this path, to the great and noble work of mastering your own inner world, then join this pack. Subscribe to the channel. We are a community of men who are learning to starve the beasts of fear and chaos, and to nourish the unconquerable spirit of virtue and order